Hi everyone, it's Aga from EurekaCrystalBeads.com, and this is the fourth of 5 quick tutorial videos in the series where I show you more ideas to use our cosmic cluster design, which you can make with our Beadway boxes. Before I get started, just a quick reminder to check out the rest of our channel, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you always know when we're posting new content. Now, for those of you who don't know them, Beadway boxes are Eureka exclusive color coordinated bead sets, which you can use however you like, of course, but they also feature easy video tutorials for a design using these very beads in the box. Each box allows you to make multiple elements using the main tutorials. So in this video series, I'm going to show you 5 different pieces of jewelry that you can make with the cosmic cluster design. In this video, I will be showing you how to make a ring using the full colorway of our cosmic cluster design. It's super easy, it uses herringbone stitch, and it's quite simple and quick to do. The only thing you're going to need in addition to the Beadway box is some thread and a needle in size 11 or 12. I will be using size 11. For this one, you can basically use any of the beads in the set that you have. I'm going to be alternating between 3mm bugles and the demi-rounds because I just like the look of it and it's really quick to make if you use bugles because they're long. But you can use any beads that you like. So I'm going to take out some beads. And what you do is when you've finished your beaded cosmic cluster element, what I did is I didn't cut off this tail thread that I started with. I left pretty much on. So I cut it around a quarter, maybe a little bit more than a quarter of a wingspan, not fully half a wingspan of thread. The first one I finished right up here when I finished the beadwork, and this is the tail end of the thread, and this is what I'm going to be using. So it's coming out of this bead right here, so it's always going to come out of one of these beads in the central circle. And what I'll do is, as you can see, it's asymmetrical. So on one end, I'm going to use this single 15 here that we added when we were doing these yellow element here with the 8 O's. So I'm going to be using this 15 and then I'm going to be going in between these 15 O's over here. So I'm looking at where my thread is coming out of. So it's coming out of this side. So I'm going through that 15 here. And what I'll do is I'll start by adding 2 bugles and going right around this bead. Now I want to make it a little bit more secure because right now inside this 15 there's just one thread that keeps it attached to the entire like flower. So I'm just going on the other side of this bead. It's not exactly like how it was connected before, but now it's going to have more thread inside and it's going to be better connected to the entire beadwork. So I'm just going through that 11 underneath it. And again, just like before, through it once again. Now we're going to be doing a regular herringbone stitch. So if you already know it, you know what to do. If you don't, this is what you do. You pick up 2 beads. In this case, I'm picking up 2 demi-rounds. And what I do is I go down these bugles, down the other bugle in the pair over here, and then up the other bugle and one of the pair of the demi-rounds that I added. Like this. Now bugles again, and I'm adding 2. And I'm going down one of these demi-rounds here, like the opposite to the one that my thread was coming out of. This is what you'll get. Now up through the demi-round and the bugle. And this is what you do. This is how you keep going, whatever beads you're using, until you've reached the length that will match your finger circumference and your ring size. Now I am using 1G thread, so it's going to be more flexible and supple. Just like here, I can like squeeze it and it's going to adjust to my finger a little bit. If you want it more stiff, you may do the whole thing with Fireline, or you can also, as you go, you can go through not only the first bead over here, but also like another one down. So you can go through that bugle underneath here as well. And then you would be going up through bugle, demi-round, and bugle. But in this way, the ring is going to be much more stiff, and you will have to be more exact about the size, because with this one, there is just, it's not flexible or elastic, but it's just a little bit more supple and adjusts a little bit. Okay, that's enough length for me, and I did it all using the method with going back 2 beads. So as you can see, it's decidedly less flexible. I mean, I can bend this almost up to 1 bead, and this has a little bit more resistance. So this is how long I want it to be. And what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna see which direction it's going so that it doesn't get like twisted. And I'm going to attach these two bugle beads in between these 15-0s. Okay, so on the side on which my thread is coming out of the bugle, I go through the 15-0. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go back through this bead and then this bead and go back through this 15-0 back through the bugle. Let me show you. I'm going through this bead. This is from the original like kind of circle. I'm making sure to go like inside my loop, my ring. Now through this bead, which is right underneath that 15-0 here. And I'm gonna go through that 15-0 towards my ring, towards my bugles, and I'm going to go through that second bugle here. And I'm actually going to go just through that bugle. And I'm basically going to just repeat the circle, so I'm going to go back through the next bugle, the first one actually, and again through that 15-0. And through these two 11-0s in the center. I'm going through them separately, just not to produce too much tension and not to bend my needle too much, because you might have a problem going through both at the same time. Now through that 15-0 and up over here. This is where I'll finish my thread, and I do it by just going under these threads inside here and making a knot. I'm gonna hide it in the beads now. So we just go through several of the beads in the row. And that's it. The ring is ready. As you can see, it keeps its shape perfectly, as opposed to this one where I just was going back one bead. Hope you like this quick and easy tutorial. All of the materials you can get separately and in a box from eurocrystalbeads.com. In other videos in this series, I show you how to make simple dangle earrings, a little bit of a different kind of dangle earrings that are more of an attachment to a stud earring. I show you how to make a bracelet, and I'll show you how to make a necklace, all using the Cosmic Cluster design. So thank you so much for watching this one, and see you in the next one. Bye!